Greetings everyone, and Grade here with another Age of Empires 4 replay. So on the north right side as the Cyan English, we have Everlast007. On the bottom left side as the purple roofs, we have Madra, Uchiha. Uchiha? Jihi? Uchiha, I think? Looks like he does grab some sheep there. It's also early game. I probably should slow down actually and keep an eye on the roost, what he's doing. Both players need to go out for a lot of scouts and start killing off all the wildlife, because purple will get a good get furs and get a lot of gold from it, and blue needs to play the same game to deny that. Yeah, all this deer are dead. Magenta just killed off the wildlife over here, barring the wolf. There's a couple wolves here that blue can claim, but this scout is severely wounded. Does have health regen, however. Do you have the Golden Gate and the Council Hall being built out? Council Hall is the Longbowman landmark. Golden Gate, can't remember what that was off the top of my head. Does find a wolf here. Should be able to kill it off. More wolves being hunted there. Very nice. Going some lumber yards, very nice. We do have a hunting den there, not a most ideal one inside. But we do have the Golden Gate being deployed out now. And now the scout is being pursued by Magenta. There's also some trading villages perhaps get. And Purple's going to chase that scout down to the end of the earth because he wants to make sure it doesn't get any furs. Oh no, that's Magenta's the roost. Getting the colors mixed up already. Purple Magenta does have plenty of scouts out. He may be eyeing for something big to hunt, though I don't see any more wildlife on the map, barring a couple boar, but I think all the deer have been killed off. But it looks like Magenta would take time, since he has so many scouts, he's going to take time to start stabbing these villagers. Of course, scouts are not very strong, are they? They have 1 damage. They do plus 10 versus scout and plus 10 versus siege, but their damage versus villagers 1. These villagers can straight up ignore this. And speaking of which, we got this scout trying to stab a lady. Now we got a single spearman here, which will be enough to ward away against these scouts. But now we got some longbowmen here. Longbowmen, of course, are not scouts. They can actually do some damage. Golden Gate. It's a special market. It must have better trade rates. Number of supplies available. Each supply allows for 1 trade, so it generates supply to get 3 trades, I think? Maybe? Not sure. I don't know all the landmarks off the top of my head. I think about actually playing PvP in Age of Empires 4. I think I may enjoy it a little bit. Just that there's so many things I want to do. Solaris, casting. Just never have time for it. We have another town center down south. These longbowmen are putting some arrows into the landmark now. And that scout will find a bit of the town center fire as well. I saw something. I may have clicked on something. I saw some sort of unique tech. I'm not sure what I clicked on. Still sort of just whittling away that area. A lot of deer carcasses here as well, so he has plenty of food. Doesn't need to get any farms. Going to fast forward since it's basically going nowhere at the moment. Oh, looks like he has built a bit of a wooden wall there. Just make sure these forces don't go around that direction. Force them to the town center fire. Scout is severely wounded. Will slowly regenerate some health there. And we've got these longbowmen still picking away against that golden gate. This scout will get some good scouting off. Right now the villager count is quite even, 37 to 37. And purple does have, of course, some more military being deployed out, some archers as well as some knights, looks like, or those horsemen. Yep, early knights being deployed on out, and does get an alpha strike there onto that horseman scout and takes it out. And this knight will take out those longbowmen, no problem. Does pull out some palings there, and does avoid the palings. Up north, do we have this scout as well? And it looks like purple is going to eye for some counter aggression. Do you have two archers here? One knight. Not a lot of aggression, but some. Blue does have another town center over here as well. It does have a small defense force here of one longbowman and a pair of spearmen. Looks like purple is just getting some more and more force here. Early knights. And does go ahead, one knight in there, does get a good alpha strike there and takes out one of those villagers. A new age has begun. So both, it looks like Cyan has went to age 3, does get the King's Palace, which is basically another town center. Looks like it's pulling out something, not so sure what's pulling out. See some sort of progress bar there. Just more villagers right there, I'm just looking at the wrong thing. Good damage there. Does take out that knight there. We've got another pair of knights in this region. Still just early knights. We saw age 2. Don't see any wonders being built at the moment for him. Or not wonders, but landmarks. Same difference, really. And it looks like does lose an early knight there. We've got a handful of archers in the woods, or outside of the woods. Up here we do, looks like, have a scout trying to engage these forces, but scout still has 1 damage versus villagers, so he's basically just trying to slap him with his hand. That sword is very, very dull. He should really sharpen that thing. And scout does go down there. And let's go and just fast forward a little bit. So we've got a large wave of farms being pulled out by the English. English does have pretty good farms. And these knights are just sort of patrolling around, maybe trying to find a good engagement on some of these villagers. Over here, we've got a bit of a force here. 1 longbowman, some 4 spearmen, 5 knights. And these are regular knights, not early knights. His opponent will need to get research for both early knights to regular knights. And it looks like Magenta's force will get overwhelmed by these elite knights, and the spearmen are doing good work as well. And can't forget about the single longbowman. Crossbowmen getting picked off as reinforcements are trying to just stream on in and get annihilated. Over here, we've got the knights now engaging the knights. And Magenta's Knights will go ahead and get killed there. Doesn't have any more lances there for an Alpha Strike. But these villagers will get killed off as well. He needs to get these villagers withdrawn. We do have some more of these knights sort of skirmishing around, getting some good hits on in. Townsend does not have any garrison at the moment. Let's just trying to get inside of it now. And these knights are going to take time and burn down these farms. Let's get inside the town center as well. The town center is actually seeing some hits, and these knights do have plenty of pierce armor. More of these regular Bruce archers advancing forward, and one knight, not early knight. These knights are going to be falling back away from the knights and horsemen and spearmen of his opponent. These forces are all quite wounded. They will all need to fall back. Crossbow in the mix as well. Crossbow, of course, are anti-heavy, and knights are heavy. The crossbow do get cleaned on up. This force will be slowly loaded away. Getting some good damage there. We do have the... Looks like the knights are engaging the horsemen right there. And does get a kill down that knight. The villagers can go ahead and get out of the town center now. It's safe to come out. For now. That's what the spearmen there. The knights are running away from the spearmen. Got some horsemen in the mix as well. We got spearmen, man-at-arms, and crossbowmen. More crossbowmen and spearmen advancing forward. Magenta's forced now to point out some of his own spearmen to seeing his opponent's knights. Wow, there's a lot of villagers right there. That will get cleaned up in no time. And that no time is now. That gold mine is now gone. We do have these knights still alive, very wounded. Could get a warrior monk to heal them up. And I got a big wave of force now being gathered up for Sion. Down south, we got Sion's horsemen getting picked off. And now we do actually have a couple warrior monks in the build queue, which is very good. Horsemen being warded away. Over here, we got a bit of engagement there, but the crossbowman and spearman does finish it off. Looks like a bunch of small skirmishes. We got another town set over here with another wooden fortress.
Построено есть. Радость велия есть.
Over here we do have the knight and various forces there. Does find some villagers there, so may need to fall back. Of course, got the town bell being activated. And the knight does go down. And this very other force will likely get overrun. There's just a lot of crossbowmen here that can do some good work. But there's way too much force here for Sion. This force sort of making its way towards the center of the map. Now we do also have some warrior monks here. I think those horsemen we spotted earlier that were wounded are dead. We got this warrior monk with a relic. You may get spotted there. It may be a good idea to try for conversion. Get that warrior monk back on the front line. Go for conversion. Does drop the relic off the monastery. Crossbowmen getting overran by these horsemen. He picked up the relic again. He's going for a conversion. Here comes a conversion. He hasn't focused him down. Oh, he doesn't get it off. I thought he was going to get it. Probably needed a fraction more of a second. Now he needs to get inside this town center. It's about to get overran. The villagers getting hit quite severely. He's gone for defensive walls over here, but not right here. Spearmen getting overran by the man-at-arms. We got these knights going to be overrunning these villagers. It's not looking good for Magenta. Trying to go for a keep right here to hold back his opponent. Let's have some stone wooden fortresses around here and there, but of course they're not upgraded to able to fire out arrows at the moment. Over here, we've got this town sitting now under siege. It's fully garrisoned. These farms are starting to get pillaged, and some of these villagers are getting pillaged as well. Zion has 120 villagers and 40 military. His opponent has 79 villagers and 13 military. Not a lot. Does have a warrior monk. He could try to kill the relic there. He may want to, at this point in time, capture the relic is not a great idea. He needs to use it for convert. If you want to lose, it's more worth to go for a big gamble because the current rate. His current rate is not going to win out, so cast go for a gamble so we'll get a chance to get back in the game. Because right now, his opponent has a massive lead. I see a big wave of reinforcements coming on out. He hasn't employed any forward infrastructure either, which is a boon for purple. Now we've got villagers advancing forward. He's going to his age 4 defensive landmark, the Berkshire. Now he needs to get these villagers back over here. He needs to get his defense force here as well. This force starting to respond as well, but still he's severely lacking military. Does have a keep back here, so has good amount of defenses here and there. Now it's like purple's gonna go for one of the sacred sites there. This force is slowly being whittled down. This force is being whittled down as well. And now we do have a defensive landmark here. Constantly, that's a shower of arrows, isn't it? And that is providing very good radius there. Not enough to really. Well, that's getting really, really far. Okay, that radius is the town bell. That radius is 14 range. How's it reaching out that far? Jeez. I think that landmark there, that's going to be a win. Sorry about that. Got some crossbowmen engaging these men-at-arms. Science force will be cleaned on up there. Science force has a superior military force and villagers. And now it's going to be cleaning that gold on the front line. Could go for a line of towers here. Barracks now under siege from the castle. The castle's now being upgraded with cannon as well. That monk does go down. Stone is completely gone right there. And maybe a good idea just to go for another castle. Villagers being pursued. He's trying to stop these villagers from doing something. I'm not sure what these. Oh, looks like they're trying to. I'm not going for another castle. There's a keep being deployed out right there. And his opponent actually withdrew right there. I don't think he'll get the keep off, though. He's going to get it pretty close. Crossbowmen do hit hard. Yeah, he's not going to get that keep, is he? Oh. I don't think that affects buildings. Apparently that conversion goes off quicker than the warrior monks. Now we got the castle has the cannon upgrade, able to siege down some structures as well. And arms getting seeing some good damage there. They're going to try to pillage some stuff, and that's not going to be all too much. Now we do have some mangonels being pulled out. That'd be a good item right there. More science force streaming on 4. Knight trying to run away. Magenta still is not on tier 4, while Side has been at tier 4 for quite some time. Getting some other research relics kind of every minute, not bad. And better network castle defense. That's very, very powerful. This one right here. Plus, it does have outposts sorted out as well. Cutaway Trebuchet now trying to siege down. Looks like the tower right there. Magenta may need to get out a warrior monk over here for some mass conversion. Try to get some of these forces on his own, for his own side. He has to go for bold plays at this point in time. That castle's able to siege down against his forces for quite some distance. Getting some good damage on the man-at-arms. Man-at-arms getting ripped apart by this crossbow. He has a good number of crossbowmen. We have now Warrior Monk with the violent field for Magenta. And it looks like that Magnol is under going to be brushed down by some of these knights. Those man-at-arms do go down, so we have some more man-at-arms over here being picked off by these crossbowmen. It looks like he hasn't done a Q move order on a lot of them. Q moves are fine, but it may cause some overkill if you fire too many bolts on one guy. So these forces are getting focused down, cleaned on up. Over here, this force is base 4, trying to get some good hits there onto these trebuchets. The trebuchets are starting to go down as well, and he needs those to engage the castle. Those doesn't have to do anything, maybe out of resources, no, he's playing resources. Or not really wood. Those trebuchets do go down. These knights and swordsmen are advancing order man-at-arms. Crossbowmen rotating around, trying to get some more hits there on the man-at-arms. Still got this castle here. Still no forward reinforcements, just all keeps. I suppose keeps can deploy forward reinforcements. All of his reinforcement buildings are way back here. He has a good number of them, of course. But may need to get a large regroup before going back on in. Maybe get out his own siege to engage some of these structures. Taking out that monster would deny a lot of gold income as well. He could actually garrison the castle to increase more arrows. We got now a pair of counterweight trebuchets. Counters receiving some fire as well. Counterweight trebuchets setting it up, likely going to hit that Berkshire castle. Berkshire castles receive quite a bit of fire, getting some repairs as well. Science infantry just sort of stringing in one at a time, which is not exactly good. Let's got a single spring goal there hitting these counterweight trebuchets. Needs to get those horsemen to overrun that spring goal as soon as possible. Did he get a shot up there? Try to go for a shot up there. These forces trying to try to overrun the spring goal now. Side doesn't have a good amount of villagers, so now 146 as opposed to 80. And now we also have some Revolving organ guns being poured on out, which they do 42 damage first attack of 12. Mangonel being poured on out. Monsters throwing a fire from the castle. Highway trebuchets are having cleaned on up. Over here we do have some various science stuff, including a full castle actually did manage to get built there. And he's stealing his opponent's gold as well. His opponent can deploy out, try a bunch of hunting camps to get some more passive gold generation. More of these crossbowmen are getting picked off there. And it looks like Science Bank thanks down south as well for some more keeps with castle cannon upgrades as well. Oh, but indeed stealing more of his opponent's gold as well. He's going aggressive and steal his opponent's resources. Cyan is in a great position, but he's not. But he's still trying to improve his position as well. Simply denying his opponent the gold income he would desperately need is very important. Let's get the castle garrison. Could perhaps go for some upgrades as well. And it looks like Cyan is going to go make his way and make siege down south. Monsters on the fire. Of course, still has 3 relics inside, which is giving Magenta good gold generation. Cyan or Magenta has to clean up that area. Magenta's finally gotten to his imperial. Not sure what monument or that's H3 High Trade House. Went for a lot of trade monuments. Here it is. Or Skya Pala Tower. This is the defensive landmark. Seems awfully small, honestly, for a landmark. Cyan's still stealing a whole lot of gold from Magenta. Going ahead and cleaning up a lot of infrastructure and economic abilities there, but he has rebuilt over here. Generating a bit of gold from these hunting cabins as well. Cyan's now advancing forward from over these forces. He does have vanilla crossbowmen as well as Maganel's over line, but he may get overran by all these knights. These are, of course, elite knights. He also got elite man-arms, elite spearmen. Yeah, he has all elite upgrades all across the line. Maganel's getting some good damage there. But listen, Maganel is going to be receiving a lot of fire, and the Maganel does go down, just leaving the spring guards. Science Force will be cleaned on up. He has a very, very large number of villagers, so it's actually preventing him from actually getting out more military, which could be a problem. He could try getting rid of some of his villagers. He has good resources at the moment. And Crossman do find a good volley there from the Knights, Horsemen, and all this other force will be cleaned up. It's also getting rid of all these trees. And now Science advancing forward does create a breach there. As Knights going into the villager line, Magenta cannot be losing his villagers. And now maybe eyeing these trebuchets in the region. Trebuchets are far out of range of that castle, but taking them out is still good nonetheless. There's clean up that force down there, but now Science going aggressive. He's taking all of his excess villagers and now building a forward castle. A very, very forward castle. And a big wave of outposts. Holy crap, that's a lot of outposts. I wonder if I'm actually going to try upgrading them all. Looks like she may just want to get inside this keep right now. Going for a cannon replacement as well. He's going to draw this force over there. Unable to complete those placements there. We've got Science still over here doing a lot of various damage there. The defensive landmark here getting some good work in. And he's going to take time to capture that sacred site as well. He could perhaps throw a monk over there just to put relic or sacred site victory on his opponent. Got a large number of peeps here, so Science Force will see quite a bit of attrition from these peeps. And now I've got a... Is that a bit of BM there? I have no idea why he did that. He will lose the monk. And now we do also have, looks like, some Streltsy deployed on now. Streltsy, of course, are a cheap hand cannoneer. They do the same damage. I think they also have a great melee damage. Nice, getting slowly whittled down by these veteran spearmen. He doesn't have elite spearmen just yet. Doesn't like he has support. In fact, he has no lumberers at the moment. And that means he will not be able to play on more spearmen to deal with these knights. That is massive. I think, yeah, he's out of 29 villages. This game's over. Yep, this game's pretty much over. I think he is sort of just sticking around longer than he should have. Yeah, this game's just over. He should just... He's still trying to fight, but there's no way he can get back in the game. Yeah, now a lot of the stuff, infrastructure's on fire. Yeah, I'm just gonna fast forward the rest of the game. This game's over. Oh, he got a bombard here. They're trying to throw some torches there on that bombard, but it's annihilated. And I think we'll destroy this landmark. We'll get Scion the victory. Though the bombard has seen quite a bit of fire, it is a defensive landmark. The bombard does go down, and now all these forces are going to try to throw some torches there. And that should net him victory. Yep, that does net him the victory. Either way, this is Andgrade saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.